Well, well, well. Hello there, beautiful people.
Oi, oi.
Hello.
Hi.
So, obviously, joining me for this beautiful weird news is April.
Hi.
We've got Lee.
Hola.
And we've got our beautiful human Mike.
Hello.
So, how have you all been this fine week? How is your Wednesday going?
Very Wednesday.
Yeah, it's been a very Wednesday kind of Wednesday.
Hump day-ish.
I
Yeah.
see.
Oh, I wish.
Which is hump day traditionally? Normally Wednesday?
Yeah, it is Wednesday, yeah. 'Cause
It's halfway through the week.
Oh, I
yeah, it's
see.
the hump. It's over
I see.
the,
That
just
makes
over the week
sense.
and then downhill into the weekend.
Well, from
Not that
hump...
that makes a difference for me most of the time.
Well, from hump to stump, is this picture CGI?
No.
Right,
No.
let me put that on my main monitor so I can see
You
the
have to
video.
double check because I've tricked you so many times. It's like you can't
I mean, to be
believe.
fair, I say that as if
Enhance.
it's like it's
Zoom.
Yeah, it's a 720p stream anyway, so it's not going to make a difference. But after,
Don't know
I'm going to say that's CGI.
if that's a breed of tree I've ever seen before. So I'm going with my original answer of no, but I'm cautious now.
Okay.
I believe it's real.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold up. I've just realised that most of the... But damn it, McAdee.
What's wrong? It's
That
just
is absolutely fake.
What's wrong?
Yeah, that's like some sort of AI generated image.
I'm leaving it. I'm saying it's real.
Okay, so real. Mike has already locked in real. Mike's content. And Lee,
No,
you think it's CGI?
Yes.
Well, Mike, you get the golden star for being so unbelievably certain. And April, you also get it right because it is just real. It's a tree. What's wrong? It's a tree. Obviously,
it's
a tree.
It was something to do with the light. I thought it
Yeah,
looked
it's the weird lens flare that makes it seem fake.
It looked like one of those like Dali type thing. I think I said this last time actually.
Yeah, it does. It's the weird lens flare that makes it look almost fake. But yes, no, it's just a tree. This is probably a tree that is in Red Dead, Mike. You never know.
What species of tree is it? Do you know?
No clue.
Wood.
Oh, wood tree.
Wood species.
Wooden tree.
The best type of
I
tree.
believe it's an ent.
Oh.
Tree.
Aren't the entities that sort of defend the trees?
Yeah, but they're also trees.
Yeah. Ah, true. I don't know.
So I mean, they're really just protecting themselves. They say, "Oh, we protect the trees," but really the trees are themselves. So it's just self-preservation. It's like we protect ourselves, as does most living creature. But let's start off with stories that we've covered before. So updates to some stories. So, Mike, I asked you this last time. What is the greatest haircut on a man or woman?
Not a mullet.
Not a mullet. Well, of course, Mike, we're going back to the mullets because the winners have been selected for the children's division.
No, this is even worse. No. You said men or women. This is child abuse.
Right, but look, Mike. Look, Mike, an 8-year-old boy from Wisconsin is named the winner of 2020's Mullet Championships. Would you like to see their glorious mullet?
And tomorrow, an 8-year-old boy will be taken by child services.
I mean,
I'm gonna need to see the mullet before I decide this child abuse.
Oh well, don't worry, don't worry, Lee and April, because not only do you have first place, we have second and third. You have to show the runners up. Clearly, their mullets were not as good, but this is number one.
Oh wow!
This is your boy.
Does anyone actually win in the 2022 Mullet Championships?
Well, clearly this lad. Look at
that.
I feel like by entering it, you lose by default.
There's only varying degrees of loser.
And he has the runners up.
No.
Second place on the left. Well. And obviously, unfortunately, third place. That's garbage.
Can I just bring attention to the fact that the guy on the left's name is Epic?
Wow. Epic Order. And
he sounds like some sort of species of dolphin.
Yeah, the Epic Otter. And here we see the Epic Otter.
Sporting a mullet as they always do.
Ah, yes. Look at this beautiful mullet. Peak.
That's glorious.
Performance.
Those two words should never.
Never.
I want to see horses with mullets.
That's the sunglasses make it.
The sunglasses do make it. Have you noticed that they all have sunglasses? Like it's just like we're going to give you a mullet. What's a mullet? Don't worry, we'll put sunglasses on so you can't see. Now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sided with Mike. Yeah, this is probably child abuse.
Art of hair to actual modern day art. Do you remember, all of you, the lovely banana that was sellotaped to a wall?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
A banana sellotaped to a wall.
I think everyone needs context.
Yes. So this is the banana sellotaped duct taped to the wall. It is a piece of modern art that's sold for a fuck ton.
But isn't it going to rot?
Yes.
That is a better hairstyle.
Well, the banana.
Than those mullets.
The banana, you mean?
Yes.
But yes, banana split. A artist set for court battle over who first taped fruit to the wall.
What, like this particular one, or just who did it first, like generally?
So technically, the court have said you can't copyright a banana or duct tape. So they were like, okay. However, you can claim copyright over a comedic piece. So there was this dude who did it a while ago, and he was like, well, I did it ages ago, and you just claim my art. And technically, it can go to court, because he did do it, and there's documents of it, that he put a banana on a wall, and it was an accredited art piece.
You know what I need to do? I need to get into the modern art scene.
Oh, modern art is stupid. Like, I love... There's one modern artist who was great, and I'm just like, yeah, he was aware that art is dead. He was an actual artist, and he said, I want to prove that modern art is complete garbage. He literally got a porcelain toilet, put it in the center of the room, and it sold.
Wow. One of my favorite pieces of modern art is when someone had lived in their bedroom for about 6 months and then took everything as is from their bedroom and replaced it in the middle of an art studio, so recreated their bedroom. And it was basically just what do you call those incel nests, I think they're called.
Lesbian nest.
neckbeard nest. There we go. It was disgusting. There was like used, goodness knows what, and like menstrual stuff, and it was just disgusting.
Charming.
But it was just and it was everyone was like, "This is incredible," and I'm like, "Just stay in your room for 6 months and make your own art, love."
It's so weird. Modern art is a complete nonsense. I don't think modern art is good at all. And when you hear stories like this, it's just like, oh.
And it's like, I mean, it's. I don't think you can write it all off. I think stuff like this, which is like quite clearly just a joke. I think this is clearly a joke, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's known as a comedic piece.
Yeah, exactly. It is still kind of making a point, isn't it? It's
yeah,
making
that
a
art
point,
is stupid.
Yeah, that people will buy anything. Do you know what I mean? And buy that sort of like. I think that does give it merit in like a really weird, twisted way. Do you know what I mean?
We need to make some stupid art. I need to like not tape an orange to a wall, but I need to like hang an orange from a chandelier.
Yeah, that works.
Then if I've got a rope and it's hanging a rope and an orange, or actually no, just go for a fruit. I'll hang a butternut squash.
Kiwi.
Butternut squash from a chandelier.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's not duct tape and it's not a fruit, so no copyright.
Yeah, you're getting the hipster market there.
But speaking of hipster markets, Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, boy.
I know. We covered, Mike, his lovely metaverse.
Yep.
And how dreadful it was. Well, obviously, he didn't like getting the piss taken out of him. And he was like, oh, well, that first one? No, that was an accident. That wasn't that good. So we've done a redo. This is apparently his
new... no, that's miles better.
This is apparently his new metaverse avatar.
That's shiny and weird. Why does it look more like Mark Zuckerberg than Mark Zuckerberg?
I can think of another word beginning with sh that is.
Sweet. Sweet.
Sweet.
So here's the original.
Oh,
that's the original.
Yeah, that is.
As we remember.
That looks something out of the remember when you used to play Miitopia?
Yeah.
It looks like a me, like a.
Oh yeah,
used to play
terrible.
Everyone was comparing it to a Wii game.
Yeah.
I think the main Wii game people were saying they just gave it a name like European Baby or something like that. And that's what it's like, European Baby on Nintendo Wii. But yeah, look, he was just like, oh, well, obviously we can have better graphics. As you can see, this is what the world could be like. Ooh.
So why didn't they do that in the first place?
Not this. Yeah. This.
Sort of reeks of the whole Sonic the Hedgehog redesign, didn't it?
Yeah, this was a week later. So, do you know how much this cost, by the way?
What?
10 billion.
You alright there?
Sorry, I died. That number killed me for a second.
Yeah, but then there we go. Look, we've got this. But obviously that is clearly worth the money. This, that garbage, horrible. But
I mean, I'm willing to believe that sort of like maybe like some of the assets aren't quite done yet.
No, not at all. Like the idea behind the metaverse is that, like, just like Minecraft, they expect the community to build it for them.
Yeah, but then you would show off the better assets, wouldn't you? You wouldn't go for the first.
You wouldn't do the first picture is this. So obviously this got mocked, and now it's gone. So we'll never have ugly Sonic. We'll never have this again. But will we? Obviously, quite a lot of us still have Snapchat, and. Don't worry. Are you ready for nightmare fuel, Mike?
Oh boy.
Snapchat has it's immortalized Mark Zuckerberg as a filter.
Why?
What's wrong?
Why?
What?
Why?
Why what?
Why?
Why? Why indeed?
Why?
Mike? Why?
Why is it as why?
Fine, I didn't need to sleep for the rest of the
Why is there a Mark Zuckerberg flower?
It's creepy. It's like a what's it? Not rotoscope. What's the word?
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. Yeah, it's a Mark Zuckerberg kaleidoscope. That is hellish.
I think I saw this once when I was having a fever dream.
Yeah, I think this is my sleep paralysis.
Sleep paralysis demon.
Yes. But
biblically accurate Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh god, yeah, look at him. I'm coming for you. But yes, obviously this is like like wrapping around your face. It's meant to be AI, kind of. But have you heard about an AI rapper called FN Mecca?
I have now.
Yeah.
You have heard of them?
No, as of right now.
Okay, well, this is FN Mecca. They were signed to a label, and then they were immediately dropped from the label for being racist. Because that's how AI works. Apparently, this is an AI that was really big on TikTok and it's all an AI. Making songs, various other things, and they were like, you know what? It's probably cheaper to hire an AI to make music. So they did. Then they realized the AI was a bit balked, and they were like, maybe not.
Is this one of those things where they'll let 4chan go on it and then just start screaming the N-word over and over again?
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
Where does it get its data from, and why are they allowing it to do stuff without being screened by a human?
I don't know. More than 1 billion views on TikTok, by the way.
Can we get I don't know, would it be copyright if we listen to some of their songs?
Yes. Yeah, that definitely would be. But don't worry, we have an audio file next for you. Don't worry, okay. Ash, you've come just in time for a great audio file. Now, who likes space here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
What is the scariest thing you could possibly think of in space?
The sound of a black hole.
Is exactly what it is.
Oh.
This is the second time you've done this.
Yeah, this is exactly what it is. And we can play it. So I'm going to play it and see what you think. What do you think the sound of a black hole sounds like?
Like a wow, 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 wow.
Well, I want to know how they generated the sound first, because they clearly didn't just stick a microphone out in space and record the sound of a black hole.
Well, like a black hole can suck in light, but it can't suck in sound.
Over to you, reporter in space.
At 200 million light years away, sound hearing a lot like a submerged whaling, or indeed whales. It was recorded. Here you go.
Now, play that while looking at Mark Zuckerberg's face.
It actually sounds like the fucking whales of the damned.
Yeah, it does.
I feel like this is the sound of 1,000 souls crying out. It's horrendous. There's something very ominous about this.
How did they create that? I want to know how they put that together.
Well, basically, you know Hawking radiation?
Yeah.
They probably used Hawking radiation as a way to
yeah, because I've seen these sorts of things before, and then it inevitably turns out I was like, oh, we took some data from the black hole and we sort of converted it to MIDI and ran it through a synthesizer, and it doesn't really sound like this. Haha. I would be interested in knowing how exactly they've done that.
Would you like me to send you the article, Lou?
Yes, please. I want to have a look at this off stream, and I want to know how they did that.
Let me send you it right now. Right here.
You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like with music and music.
Oh, don't worry, Lee. I've got some computer-related things just for you, because I bring you the best computer-related stuff.
Whoa. The universe is moaning and not in a hot and sexy way, he tweeted. Gazi has already made his own 2-minute 44-second remix version, which he describes as appropriately spacey and dark with a beat so you can dance to it. Wow.
I love the sounds of a black hole. I could definitely just wait for the black hole to drop. Oh, hold on. Let's hear the black hole. Are you ready for the drop? Dun 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 dun. It's just the screams of the damned. That is the actual drop.
Yeah. No, definitely needs Mark Zuckerberg's face in the place of that black hole.
So it actually tells you in the video. So if you look at the video, Lee, it may tell you. Are you ready again? Okay. I'll play one more time and then we'll move on to the next story.
Go for it, yeah. Okay, all right. Interesting. to see if I can find like a paper on that or something. Like
it
I
is
say,
terrifying.
I just want to know exactly what went into it. 'Cause that's really cool.
There's something about that is, you know, I mean, obviously we've never been in space, like us personally, but there's something almost animalistic that I'm just like on edge listening to it.
It's like, now you don't want to go to space.
Yeah.
Because you know what's out there now.
But obviously, as I can see by your pictures, April is a dog and you're a goose.
Yes.
Which one of these animals have been into space?
Tons of animals. There's a long list of animals.
And
I wouldn't be surprised if both have been, to be honest.
Well, now another animal is going to space. Well, technically. Oh. It's Shaun the sheep.
Hey!
Shaun the sheep will make a real-life trip to the moon.
I love people.
Oh, you love people. Wait, that's not on my drink. I don't have my alcohol, Mike. What, do I have to then create alcohol? Because you love people now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaun the sheep will be going where no sheep has gone before. They're taking him up in a rocket and onto the moon.
That's too cute.
Imagine if some civilization just finds him there.
Yeah, just, what is this creature?
Is this what the humanoids look like?
You know what would be really, really amazing if aliens found would be sending a Furby into space.
Oh God!
Oh God!
Because Jesus Christ, would they not want to come back to Earth?
Like it just goes. They try to communicate. The Furby's just like, it's like, what do you need? Feed me. Okay, what do you eat? Lee, I have a story for you.
Yes. Sweet.
It's computer based. I'll see if you can figure out what it is. So, it's computer based. You know our relationship together with computers. If I said to you, I was your Janet Jackson, what do you think that would indicate?
It's getting weird.
I actually do. I'm not entirely sure where you're going with this, to be honest.
I'd say that was a weird problem I've given you.
I would say that is a weird problem that you've given us, yes.
Well, here's a weirder one. Microsoft reveals that Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation video had the power to crash Windows XP laptops.
Wow.
Not only laptops that were playing the song, but laptops next to laptops that were hearing the song.
Whoa.
It's because of the rhythm they were moving at. Like the hertz, I believe. It goes into more detail, yes. So it turns out the song contained one of the natural resonant frequencies of the model of 5,400 RPM laptop hard drives
right.
that they and the other manufacturers used, and it caused them to brick.
That's amazing. Wow, that's fascinating.
I thought you'd like that. I was like, this is Lee's story.
I do like that. But that being said,
like it.
That being said, in theory, it shouldn't just affect Windows then. It should affect like any...
No, it didn't just affect Windows. It did affect everything that used it at the time. There was a patch where they put like something in to stop it. Sadly, we don't know which manufacturers and laptops were affected by this decidedly niche problem. But if you have any old Windows XP machine kicking around, feel free to fire up Rhythm Nation.
Oh, I love it. Like I love like just janky problems like this that no one would. This is the kind of problem you'd come to me with.
Oh yeah, this is Lee. I was playing the song Rhythm Nation. I broke my PC. Can you help?
Hard drive just exploded.
Yes, these are the kinds of problems I would bring you. That's why I am your Janet Jackson. I am your Rhythm Nation.
That is sort of like the tier of issues that you bring to me. Usually.
Yeah, it really is. Like, Lee, my computer is still checking to see if it's safe.
I don't know why that is, and I don't think I'll ever know why that is.
Well, we'll need to figure out at some point. But yeah, I thought you might like this story. It's a very strange idea.
That's pretty cool.
But you know what? Let's go into history. Obviously, we'll do 2 history segments this week. We'll stick on computers. Let's see some of the weirdest computers ever designed. Now, say if you would acquire these computers or peripherals. The first is this one, the Holborn 9100. I think it's very sci-fi, personally.
I love that.
That looks like... okay.
It's like a periscope, isn't it?
It looks like you're about to put your head in it and get sucked in.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what possessed me to think this, but it looks like Pingu wants to use it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's probably when it starts up. That's probably the sound it makes. We've got this bad boy, the IASIS 1A7301.
So little.
Computer in a book.
This is
literally very manual intensive.
It's its own manual.
Yeah. Next, we've got the Psycho UC2000, which was made in 1984.
That is 100% keyboard, 2% screen. It looks like someone's put the Casio watch on a keyboard.
It really does look like there's a watch on a keyboard. I mean, it kind of is a watch on a keyboard. It tells you the date, the day, and the time. So,
wow, is that like a receipt printer as well? On the side there, where you had your mouse.
Apparently, it was introduced as a hybrid between a calculator, computer, and a watch.
Wow.
Does the watch part like detach?
Oh, I hope it does.
That would be good. Kimiko can communicate with the device via a terminal that would often be offered a spool-fed printer. You can print your own receipts.
Wow.
That's like 4 kilobytes of RAM.
Oh, I got excited there. I was like, that much?
Well, it has a transmission circuit. Ooh, exotic.
Ooh.
There's this bad boy. Packard Bell corner computer.
That looks
beautiful.
like, do you know the clamps from Futurama, how he's got clamps for hands?
Yes.
It looks like the body of that PC is clamps' hand.
Yes, I see what you mean. Like, I like that it, like...
It looks so cute.
I get it's a corner computer, but, like, one way is clearly would be facing the longer side of the desk. You know what I mean? Like, this bit here, this left bit, like, if this is so important, you'd have to, like, twist your head. I don't like it. It's weird.
I think it's like, maybe if you have, like, one of those one of those, like, corner desks, it would probably make sense.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
We've got this bad boy. The Compact like Presio 3020.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
That's sweet.
Is it weird that I always used to call that company CompaQ instead of Compact?
CompaQ. No, I see it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. That looks like some sort of like EPOS system, like maybe like a till. You know what I mean? Although I don't think that tills.
Are you ready? Would you like to hear some of the stats, Lee?
Yes, I would.
166 megahertz Intel Pentium processor. Pre-installed Windows 95 and 128 megabytes of RAM.
You know, that would have actually been pretty good for the time.
1995.
That would have been sort of like fairly high end for 1995.
These are the 3020 series of computers.
Yeah, exactly.
This thing is great.
DVDs plays again. Whoa!
Yeah, this is Intel Ottoman. So it's actually an ottoman you rest your feet on.
Oh god, I love it.
Isn't it so cool?
I like that it kind of looks like a lean, mean, fat reducing grilling machine.
It looks like George Foreman.
George Foreman's lean, mean, Intel Ottoman PC.
You know how people have like those little screens in like kitchen appliances,
yes.
Or like you pull down a monitor from the kitchen cupboard while you're cooking. It's like that, except you don't need that.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
You know, someone's gonna sit on that and like completely break the screen one day.
Almost certainly. I mean, the worry is that, like, you know, either someone's got like a really bony arse and it pops the screen out.
Oh my god! Actually, you know what it looks like? Remember Flubber, the little machine?
Oh yeah, the little robot from Flubber. Yes, the flying one. Yeah, I get it. Well, the PC had a wireless keyboard. Whoa. It had a Pentium 3 and a DVD video player, as well as other gadgets.
Well ahead of their time.
Definitely.
Yeah, this bad boy.
Holy shit.
Also known as the Robot Wars computer.
Okay, that's sick.
Isn't it just?
Can I just get one of these? Could I like get one of these and just gut it and put modern components in it? Do you
Honestly,
think?
you probably
really
could.
good.
You could probably find one of these in like a landfill somewhere and like rebrand it. Released only 15 years ago, the Prisma falls into the category of devices meant to be definitely eye-catching. It was compared to compared to a shiny Las Vegas hotel. It had a Pentium D 940. I don't know what that means. A GeForce 7600 GT, 2 gigs of DDR2 RAM, and a SATA hard drive.
I mean, again, that would be reasonably high end for the time. Not the fastest PC of the time. I was building PCs around about this time, and I had a better graphics card than that.
You know who I think would make this, other than Robot Wars?
Yeah.
Alienware. Look, there's already a symbol on the side. I feel like Alienware would crack this one out.
Yeah, totally.
There's this bad boy. Just looks like an old computer.
It's got a like big old tablet hanging off the side of it though.
Oh yeah, yeah it does.
I'm pretty sure that's actually
weird little drawing things.
I'm pretty sure that's actually running Windows 10. I think that's actually running Windows 10. Looking at that screenshot, I can't quite tell, but it's a bit blurry. But
yeah, those are the PCs and laptops. Now let's quickly skim through the peripherals, because obviously, you know, a laptop, computer, they're standard. Now you just make your own, but obviously you'd want your own peripherals, custom keyboard, custom controller, everything. So let's see some of the peripherals. There's this bad boy, the Rail Driver Train Cab controller.
Oh, that's gorgeous! I love it. I'd never use it, but I love it.
34 chunky programmable buttons. Yeah, I fully agree. It's only a matter of time before someone tries to play Dark Souls on it.
Somebody probably already has. Somebody's played Dark Souls with a guitar, and I don't mean like a Guitar Hero guitar. I mean like an actual electric guitar. They managed to sort of like program like each individual pitch to be different combos of button presses and stuff.
What?
Well,
I know.
That's impressive. Have you seen? I don't know how true it is, but have you seen the one that's got Doom on the McDonald's screen?
Yes.
No, that's completely true. Yeah, I've seen that as well.
Doom's on a pregnancy test. We covered that a while ago. Yeah, we covered Doom on a pregnancy test.
apparently like Birth of the Doomslayer.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun. This is the Alpha Grip for when you just really don't like. You're just like, I only play on controller, even though I have a computer.
That is pretty alpha. That is the alpha of the controller.
The Alpha Eye Grip. There's this thing, which looks like it should be in fucking Phasmophobia.
What is that?
The USB Ghost Radar.
Is that for playing music on?
The advert of the USB ports made many computer peripherals markets explode. With an array of lights, it claims to detect paranormal entities in the vicinity. There's this bad boy, QCat.
What does he do?
He's a barcode scanner.
Oh, that makes no sense, but it's cute.
Yep.
It's a very cute barcode scanner.
There's this, the Neural Impulse Actuator.
Oh, it's one of those things that doesn't actually work.
Yes, it captures electrical activity in the brain and translates it into digital signals and picks it up as from a mixture of skin movement, muscle activity, and, air quotes, other stuff.
Right, sure. Is the other stuff bullshit? I think
yes, it is. Most likely.
I know that there's a thing you can get where you use your kegels to play Flappy Bird.
Interesting.
And it is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just watching someone play Flappy Bird on a screen without using their fingers. It's so weird.
Oh, I've seen this one before. It's so goofy.
Do you want to use it? Would you use the safe type keyboard?
See those things on the side? Those are wing mirrors, so you can see what you're typing.
Oh my god, that's so stupid. I hate it.
Linus Tech Tips reviewed it a few months ago, actually.
What about the Zalman FPS gun? These are the gaming mice. These are the next-gen gaming mice.
But why though? I mean, I sort of see it, but why?
Well, maybe this one will do you. What about the Titan Sphere? It's a controller.
Are you supposed to use that as a weight?
No, it's a controller.
Wow.
It does look like a piece of exercise equipment.
It does. It looks like a controller merged with one of those medicine balls. And there's this thing. The DigiSense eye smell.
The what? Excuse me.
Mike, imagine having this for Red Dead.
Was this... How early was it? Was this... Apple did this?
1999.
Can't believe this.
Why? Apparently the Curve Tower plugged into your PC and contained a, air quotes, database of smells that would mix oils to create and release in response to codes from websites and emails.
I'm seeing the malware potential already.
Well, it never made it to market. However, it debuted at CES.
Can't imagine why.
Because it looks horrendous.
The worst thing is that some of the websites I visit, I definitely wouldn't want to smell anything from them.
Yeah. So obviously some of these will be the same. So that, this bad boy, the Orbi Touch.
I've seen this. Yeah. So
this
this
is sci-fi as shit.
These are actually really, really good for people with disabilities who can't use a normal keyboard.
What about Force Dynamics 401?
I don't even know. I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
Oh, do you sit in it?
Yes, it's a chair.
Oh, that's
the contraption
so cool.
Looks like the brainchild of a mad scientist. Hoists 3 displays and a seat up on top of a rotating platform with hydraulic lifts that simulate a vehicle's movement. When you turn the wheel, the entire platform rotates. When you go over a bump or dips, it raises and lowers. It simulates appropriate movement.
That would be amazing for flight sims.
It looks like someone is firing you out of a fucking trebuchet.
It does.
It's amazing.
Peregrine Gaming Glove.
Oh no! This is just a NES Power Glove all over again.
Almost certainly, yeah. It's just a Power Glove. The idea was it would use sensors to read your movements and say what you would want to type. This portable finger mouse.
Do you stick your finger in it?
Yes.
That makes me uncomfortable because I hot desk at work sometimes. Ew.
Don't worry, there's this, the Oculus Rift Sex Simulator.
Oh, good. Oh, you man.
I've never used a Power Glove. Is it actually good, Ash? Like, you love it. Is it good, bad, or bad? No.
Not for masturbating, I can tell you that.
No, that's that's the other Power Glove.
That's a different kind of Power Glove.
Now, Lee, April,
yes.
Mike. Anytime you guys have been on holiday, have you ever went on holiday and come back feeling sick?
Yes.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
That's pretty common. Well,
excuse me.
I'd like you to imagine the scenario of this person going into their doctors and telling them, there's more. Because after a recent trip to Italy, man tests positive for COVID, monkeypox, and HIV at the same time.
Jesus.
That's
impressive.
This person is going to be studied by science. Almost certainly.
I should think so.
Almost certainly. There's so much shit going on in this person's body. He's going to be studied by science. Like, they have to figure out, why the human body is doing this.
Is this going to be like Mr. Burns, where he has every disease?
So many diseases.
They're all cancelling each other out, so he's just basically fine.
It might be, it might be. Imagine going into the doctor's office. So sit down. You have COVID. Oh, what a shame. He just gets up. Wait, no. There's more. And monkeypox. Okay, well that's still pretty bad, but let's move on. One more. Sorry, just before you go, one more thing.
So what I think has probably happened is that he's contracted HIV from having like sex somewhere, and then because of his immunocompromisation, it's made him more vulnerable to those two diseases, and they've just so happened to like thing there at the same time.
I mean, he'll be getting amazing treatment because they'll almost certainly be doing experiments to see how his body functions.
Mackie D, I don't think that amazing treatment equals experiments.
Well, you know, they test a few things on him.
Okay, now what we want to do is for you to sneeze, fart, and cough at the same time.
Perfect.
Why? For science.
Now, Mike.
Yeah.
You've been playing things in the Wild West of America.
Yeah.
What is one common thing in America that most Americans seem to love and have a big problem with you getting them taken away from them?
Guns.
Guns, that is correct. And where do you normally get guns? Where do people give you guns?
Supermarket, apparently.
No, the answer is school. Because FedEx mistakenly delivers a box of rifles to a high school.
So do you know what the worst thing about that is the fact that in my head I was going to say school, but that was obviously too controversial, but fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, they accidentally sent a box of guns in a delivery mix-up. A delivery mix-up for guns.
Jesus Christ.
Weren't they talking about like arming teachers
what
in
were they going to
America
send?
as well?
Here's your maths book. Oh wait, it's an AK.
Jesus.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like that would
Please
probably
turn to page 47.
Wait, do you mean round 47? Honestly. But
only in America.
Oh yeah, but don't worry, there's more American stories. So
Florida Man.
No. I don't believe this is Florida Man. Now,
North Carolina Man.
Let's say you purchased a cigar, Mike.
Yep.
Only the finest cigar, and you thought, this cigar's horrible. What would you do if you didn't like it?
Not carry on using it and maybe complain.
The answer is to burn the gas station down where you got it from. Yep. A man who didn't like the smell of cigar he purchased sets a gas station on fire.
Jesus.
He went back inside, asked if he could replace the cigar. The person said no. He then got a bucket of gasoline, poured it on the shop, and set it on fire.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like absolutely anything could have set this man off, to be honest with you. Like, that would just happen to be the last.
It just so happened
to be the cigar.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, it's not only things in America where people are doing stupid shit. Lee.
Yes.
If you really, really wanted a job, let's say it's a promotion.
Yep.
And let's say you didn't study for that promotion.
Yeah. Okay, I'm there.
How would you have someone else take your test for you?
I mean, it depends on whether or not the person, whether or not like they're going to know my face or not.
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know your face.
They wouldn't know I mean, I guess it would be pretty easy just to send someone in your place then, like if they don't know your face.
They would, however, know one or try one unique thing about you. They would take your fingerprints.
That's not something I've considered.
Well, don't worry. This genius has thought of this way for you to fix. This is taking cheating to a next level. A man removes his thumb skin and pastes it on friend's hand to appear for exam.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, what was the exam for? Because if it was like some sort of like surgical thing, like I think he's passed.
No, it was a railway job.
Oh, well, maybe not then.
He removed his skin by using a hot pan and pasted it on his friend's thumb in the hope that it would later clear biometric verification.
I take it didn't.
No, do you want to know why?
Because the thumb.
Because that's a really stupid idea.
Well, yes, it is a stupid idea. However, they went, oh, here's your, here's your antibacterial stuff, because of COVID and everything. Wash it with alcohol. And when they washed it, the adhesive instantly came away. And they were just like, what's this?
So halfway through, he's suddenly a different person.
Pretty much. They were like, they noticed something was up when he kept putting his left hand into his pants pocket.
Oh, God.
That literally takes cheating to the next level.
Yeah, that's actually quite innovative, almost. I'm actually almost impressed.
Almost respect the hassle.
Yeah.
Now, April.
Yes.
What age do you think that you would get away with transporting cocaine through an airport? Or heroin, sorry.
13 and under.
13 and under. Okay, interesting.
I would say younger than that, actually.
Younger? You think you could get away younger?
I think you'd have to be quite young to...
Put in a baby nappy.
Ah, interesting. Well, this person went for the opposite end of the spectrum because an 81-year-old woman was arrested in Poland with 5 kilograms of heroin in her suitcase. I just wanted to get a little bump.
Don't you understand? It's good for the joints.
Oh, don't worry. It's not mine. You know what I say. Never get high on your own supply.
It's for tea, darling. It's for tea.
Oh, I do love heroin and biscuits.
Intravenous tea.
Yeah, they found a false suitcase bottom and 5 kilograms of heroin.
Either someone's really stitched up their nana, or they found like actual biscuits in the sewing box tin and like went absolutely yakkers at it. Because I don't think an 81-year-old would just be like, I'm a drugs runner.
I mean, to be fair, like she maybe thought she's old and maybe they won't check her because they might just be like, oh, why would this 81-year-old have heroin in her suitcase?
Yeah, like what you wouldn't suspect the 80. I think that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the idea as well.
They have X-rays.
I mean,
the
I'm
one
not saying it wasn't
traveling
a stupid
from
idea,
Malawi
but...
and Kenya through Warsaw denied any wrongdoing and said a family member had given her the suitcase with gifts for relatives in Canada.
Oh, such lovely gifts.
Oh, I love these gifts. Heroin. Ooh.
15 years in prison. I mean, to be honest, she's just bloody lucky she didn't do it somewhere like Singapore.
Heroin, knitted by nanas. Yeah. No, wait, that's Shreddies. Now.
That's not powdered sugar.
Don't worry. I've got another question for you. Which one of you, or all of you, like some sort... Okay, no. I'll not ask it that way. Mike.
Yeah.
In America, in New York City, what comes in a can and you need to be 21 to buy?
Guns.
Probably.
I mean,
what about
you? To be fair. It's going to be beer, isn't it? Alcohol.
Interesting. Would you agree with that, Mike?
Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno, interesting. Or Kinder Surprise, because
that's my actual answer.
Okay. April,
because it's obviously not canned gun.
I'm gonna guess they've now put those surf pods chicken. They've now put surf pods in a can to stop kids getting them.
Interesting. Well, this is what you need to be 21 to buy. Whipped cream.
Oh,
New York bans the sales of cans of whipped cream to those under 21.
This isn't official. I fucking hate people.
What, do you not like cream?
No, I hate that.
But do you know why? Do you know why?
No.
Well, people huff the canisters, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I believe they're called whippets. They huff the compressed stuff in the can, and it gives a high, I believe, or some kind of drug.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It gives you like a really
I don't know.
A 10-second buzz,
I've used whipped cream for baked goods, but I don't think I've ever went, maybe I'll just shove it in my mouth.
You never just squirted whipped cream straight in your mouth?
No, I haven't.
You haven't lived, mate.
I know, I need to live. I need a whipped cream bottle. I need to be 21, though, to acquire such a rare commodity.
Like, the sad thing is you can probably buy a gun in New York State at about the age of 16, to be fair.
Maybe I'll just shove it in my mouth. Not Oni. 2022. Indeed. Let's move over to a musician. Now, Lee, you will most likely know this, and April, I believe, you will most likely know this. Who is the Prince of Darkness?
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne.
Ah, good, good. It is indeed Ozzy Osbourne. Well, Ozzy Osbourne gave up LSD after talking to a horse for an hour.
That tracks for Ozzy.
Yep. He has revealed he stopped taking acid after a trip left him conversing with a horse for an hour.
I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked that was the line for him, to be honest with you. Like...
That picture of him looks like a Madame Tussauds version of him.
Yeah, but just the head. He doesn't have a neck.
Yes.
It's just a floating head. That's the weird thing.
Like, I'd love it if he was just like, it wasn't the fact that he was talking to a horse. I'd love it if it was the fact that the horse was just bad crack.
Like,
he's just talking to the horse, and the horse is just like, so, what do you think of global economics? And Ozzy's like, yeah, man, don't worry about it. Please, Ozzy, no.
Don't worry about it.
Sharon. I can't even remember how Ozzy speaks. It's been so long. How the hell does Ozzy Osbourne speak?
Sharon! It's just a bit like that.
Sharon. Yeah. Oh god, I need to listen to his voice to try and mimic him. But yeah, I think I'd probably also stop taking acid if I was conversing with a horse. I guess that's where you kind of stop. You're just like, yeah, I've reached a point.
I'm like I say, I'm just shocked that was the line for Ozzy. To be honest with you, it feels like he's probably done far worse things than that.
It's definitely not the first line.
Oh
yeah.
If I was able to talk to horses, I'd probably take more LSD. I'm not gonna lie.
This is where you find out that horses are just extreme assholes.
Exactly. They take horse whisperer to a new level.
Well, April, have you heard of the phrase what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas?
Yes, and I've always wanted to go to Vegas for that reason.
Interesting. Well, what do you think of Mountain Dew?
Oh boy.
Are you familiar with this one, Mike?
No, but I feel like I know what's coming.
You think it's disgusting? Okay. Does anyone like Mountain Dew here?
Very, like, not a bottle. Like,
not
maybe a can.
Can? Perfect, Mike. Perfect. Well, if you like it so much, why don't you marry it?
But
if you love Mountain Dew so much, why don't you marry it? Which is exactly what someone did with Hard Mountain Dew. They married a can of Hard Mountain Dew in a Las Vegas wedding ceremony.
I'm going to level with you. That's not what I thought this was going to be.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm always bringing the weirdest shit, and you're just like, it could be anything.
I fucking hate people.
It's marrying a Mountain Dew can.
Jeez.
It's Hard Mountain Dew, so it's alcoholic if it makes you feel better, and zero sugar, so yay. The real
it's always America.
Yeah, it is.
It makes me worry.
I mean,
I assumed it was just going to be some weird flavour.
Oh yeah, you would have thought like ashtray or something like that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something like that.
The real question is, like, did the can propose to them? Also,
they proposed to the can after taking too much LSD.
Like, also,
yeah, it was Ozzy Osbourne.
It was Ozzy Osbourne. Exactly. also, what flavour? And like, if he has another can, or if he drinks a Coke or a bottle of water, is he then cheating on the Mountain Dew?
He does not drink Coke.
Polyamorous relationship.
If he drinks water.
I don't think he drinks water either, to be honest with you. If you're marrying a can of Mountain Dew, you're not a healthy person.
If this person has Doritos, is it they're like sleeping with the maid?
No. That's like a three-way. That's like
I guess it's Hard Mountain Dew. They'd be up for anything, especially that saucy Baja Blast one.
Jeez.
Now, if I said, Lee, that a person sailed down a river for, let me have a look, 38 miles.
Yep.
What do you think they would travel in to win a Guinness record?
What would they travel in?
Yes.
I would say... It's gonna be... I would say something like a dinghy.
A dinghy?
Like a really crap dinghy, or like a paddling pool, maybe.
Washing machine.
Ooh,
Yeah.
washing machine would be good. I think it would be a bit heavy though.
I'm gonna say they did it in like a wheelie bin.
Oh, that's a very good guess. Very buoyant. The answer is something
Yeah,
technically living. It is a giant pumpkin. This man has ridden 38 miles in a giant pumpkin. He grew the pumpkin himself and he aimed to beat the record of 25.5 miles.
Oh, well done him.
He looks so happy, doesn't he? Look at that face.
He really does. He looks like he's struggling.
I mean, he's been literally on his knees in a cramped giant pumpkin for 38 miles.
He does not look happy. Those always look very
some
small
shit.
for him as well. Looks a little bit like Vladimir Putin in the really low res stream as well.
Yeah, God, yeah. Now, obviously, Mike, we played Play It Up.
Yeah, we did.
And we made burgers.
Yes, we certainly did.
Now, this is an interesting burger story.
Oh boy.
Is Burger King Austria's new campaign the future of fast food? So, this is a royale. It contains crunchy pickle slaw.
That looks so good.
It does.
Doesn't it just?
Now, would you like this one, the normal, or would you like with meat?
No, I would quite like the with meat one. But the thing is the plant-based versions of these are really good because it's actually not shit.
Yes, yeah. The thing is, so what they're doing is they're changing it. So instead of the original being, the meat version, because it was originally meat, now it's the basic version, the normal one. Or would you like the with meat version?
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
I'm fine
because
with that.
Who actually cares?
Would you like it with meat? Yes, I'd like it with meat.
No, because it's easier. You can the Big Mac. Do you want it with meat or with not?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like it being normal or with meat because that's trying to change what normal.
Yeah, that is trying to change the
but
like a weird.
I'm okay with it being like rather than chicken legend, they could just call it legend meal and then indicate
legend.
whether it's with chicken or without chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you're getting, we're definitely getting worked up about this. But if anyone actually gets worked up about it, don't.
Yes.
Just don't.
You know what I mean?
My dad would absolutely. My dad would absolutely have an aneurysm.
Would he like the normal or the with meat?
I think you would like the with meat, but I think it will be how it was offered to him that you would have an issue with.
Hi there. Would you like a royale? Yes. Oh God, this is interesting. This beef is interesting. Oh, it's plant based. But what? Oh yeah, you have to ask for the with meat.
And I'm just putting this out there. I like meat, but the soy substitutes of meat are really good.
I'm of the opinion that if it's good, I'm not going to complain. Why would I complain? Food is food. You can't go wrong with food. If food tastes good,
genuinely enjoy the McPlant McDonald's. To be honest, I actually get that. Whenever I go to McDonald's, I actually quite often go for that because it is just nice. To be honest,
people get some vegan food. Yes, some of it is absolute garbage. But if it tastes good, great. Food is good. It's meant to be enjoyed. You know what I mean?
Some of the fake meats can be a bit weird. I do agree.
We've had our fair share.
But they are definitely getting better.
Well, from food to fuckwit, should I say, Mike, this may make you hate people.
Am I a fuckwit?
No, you're not a fuckwit. This person's a fuckwit. You know the phrase "more money than sense"?
Yes, most people that applies to, no matter how poor they are.
Yep. Well, a billionaire closes a main road in South Kensington for garden work. The billionaire has won council permission to close part of the Onslow Square, a busy ambulance and bus route, for 2 weeks.
Ambulance route?
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't deserve anything.
Things, let alone nice things.
Well, he ordered a dozen trees to be planted in the grounds of his £40 million mansion. Obviously,
what do you even say to that?
Obviously, that takes. You don't want the trees to get damaged by an ambulance coming by.
Well, of course not, because that's definitely the important thing here.
Exactly. See, Lee, now you understand.
Of course.
So they didn't comment, surprisingly. However, the council did comment saying, technically, you don't need to be a billionaire, but you can apply just like anyone to close part of the road. You can go to a council and say, I'd like to close the road for XYZ.
But I bet you he put a little...
Yeah, he probably put a little something in his application.
Yeah. Well, something in
false bottom suitcase was involved.
Yeah.
And an old lady.
And an old lady. I'm just going to South Kensington, I swear.
Yeah. So you don't have to be a billionaire, but it helps.
I was about to say you don't have to have a billionaire, you just have to have heroin.
Yeah, exactly. You know what they say? When in doubt, heroin. Famous saying. Now, April.
Yes.
You're fashionable.
Thank you.
You know fashion things.
I'm just going to say yes to this one.
Now, have you seen the... I'd say it's a relatively old school trend of traditionally men showing their underwear and having their pants a bit further down.
Oh, yes.
Well,
how far down are we talking, though? Because I've seen some people wear it's around their ankles.
Yes, well, it's not that bad. However, some people don't like it. They believe that they should give out a campaign to offer free belts to high school students with sagging pants.
Isn't that kind of... I think, you know what it is? The thing that makes me laugh about this as a fashion trend is, to me, all you're saying is, I wipe my ass properly and I have no stains.
I guess so, yeah.
My ass is clean. That's all this fashion trend says to me.
I just imagine someone walking around with just a massive skidder on the back.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
the issue with this is I feel it would be so awkward to walk in.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of time I feel I'd trip up. What were you going to say, Mike? Mike? Are you okay?
There we go. There it is.
You know what, Mike? You know what? Maybe these pants aren't for you. Maybe this isn't the trend. You know what, Mike? I've got a better thing. What if...
Literally anything.
Exactly. It's fashion again, Mike. What if something you produce could be turned into jewellery?
Hair.
Hair? Good guess.
But
it's
fuck all of it left.
Well, I mean, this is closer to something that me, you, and Lee could produce.
Jokes.
Jokes. Are you saying April couldn't do jokes?
What? I went away for a second to turn on.
I said this is something. So there's something that me, April. I'll ask the question to you. There's something that me, Lee, and Mike could produce that can be turned into jewelry that you wouldn't be able to.
You didn't say that. No. You're trying to throw me under the bus here. You didn't say that first.
I did.
You didn't signify that. I didn't listen.
You didn't listen.
So you said jokes because women aren't funny. Lovely.
And that's quite clearly not what you're saying.
I hate
It's nice to know that I have friends. Okay, what could you produce that I can't produce that makes jewelry?
I'm being thrown under so many buses here.
You are. Don't worry, Mike. There'll be another bus soon.
Voice in the background, exactly.
What do you think it is, April?
I think it's going to be methane because you guys fart a lot.
Interesting, but technically you would be able to produce methane. So I guess no one has the answer.
No, I know where we're going.
Where are we going?
I think we're going with semen.
It is semen! TikTok's turning semen into jewellery in an all-new fashion trend.
She's wearing a pearl necklace.
No, they're not pearls.
No, she isn't.
They're not pearls. Just jewellery, baby.
There's one phrase I want to say here.
Yes?
Come on.
So the idea is that you mix it with a clay powder and then mold it into jewellery.
The idea is that you keep that the fuck away from me.
Are you saying that you wouldn't like this as a birthday gift, Lee?
I am absolutely saying I would not.
I'll make you some jewellery. Hold on.
Oh, thanks, Maggie.
I'll make you some tonight.
That would stink.
It would.
It's so strange. I don't know what their logic is. Like, it's like clearly it's from fucking TikTok.
I was about to say it's TikTok logic, love it. Nothing makes sense.
Honestly,
I think everything is like satire is dead. But like, there's nothing that could possibly be more surreal than real life now.
It's so bizarre. It's like, why would you do this? But next story, Mike, you can't answer this unfortunately because I did tell you. This is a new segment I'm thinking about trialing called "What did you think would happen?" What do you think would happen? So,
okay,
I'll tell you roughly the idea of the story, and then you got to tell me, well, what did you think would happen? And maybe would you like A, B, C, or D, or would you just like to guess?
I would just like to guess because I seem to be good at guessing.
Well, a man decided to jump into a lion enclosure. What do you think would happen?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the most bizarre answer I can think of. The lions befriended him, and then he accidentally got shot by a keeper.
Interesting. What do you think, Lee? What do you think would happen?
I mean, it depends on whether or not the lion's in there and whether or not
the lion is in there. He jumped into a lion cage.
I feel like some mauling might have been involved.
Okay. And Mike, do you want to tell us what it is?
Okay, so I'm going to level with you. I can't remember.
Okay, Mike, what do you think happened? What do you think happened, Mike?
Repeat the question because...
a man jumped into a lion cage.
What do you think would happen? He got eaten by a lion.
Yep. Lion kills man who climbed into an enclosure. Fucking idiot. Oh. What do you think would happen?
I know. What the fuck do you think would happen?
Yeah, exactly. That's the new segment. What the fuck do you think would happen?
As soon as I remember, as soon as I heard it. It's
like, are you stupid? What do you think would happen? Fuck's wrong with you? Honestly.
But why? Like, why would you climb into the...
Because he's an idiot. What do you think would happen, Lee? What do you think of the new segment?
I like it. It's
what do you think would happen?
Very
so stupid. Now, in New Zealand, what has flippers, walks on land, and breaks into houses?
Everyone.
Divers who are also burglars.
Don't they call like... Wait, what? No, wait, they call them thongs, don't they? The sandals.
Yeah, thongs or sandals in Australia.
Right, I thought, yeah, because I was about to say that makes a lot of sense, but no, I think it's a platypus.
Close. It is a seal. A seal has broken into New Zealand home, traumatizes cat, and hangs out on couch.
I love it.
Apparently, it slipped through young fur seal slipped through a marine biologist's home, through the cat flap, spent 2 hours inside. Was just chilling.
I like how it's a marine biologist.
Oh, look at him.
Yeah, baby fur seal.
So cute.
Why can't this happen to me? Why do we...
cat? Oh God.
Yeah, we just keep getting spiders breaking in. That traumatized me, to be honest.
This cat. Coco the cat recovers from the seal ordeal.
Doesn't look happy.
Well, speaking of animals that aren't happy, elephants. So, not too long ago, I believe me, Mike, and Lone covered this story. So, the story was a woman was killed by an elephant, and then at her funeral, it came back and destroyed her coffin.
Oh, I think I have heard this story, actually.
Yes. Well, there's another elephant. An elephant in Thailand rips its handler in half after going crazy in extreme heat.
Wow.
I mean, did it go crazy, or was it just tired of being,
It was sick of its owner's shit and ripped him in half.
Yeah. Like, did it go crazy, or was this the logical conclusion of someone fucking with the elephant?
The owner fucked with the elephant pretty much. So there's a thing that people in Thailand do, which is illegal, but they still do it anyway. It's putting lots of like wood on the elephant's back to carry it like many, many miles. But obviously, it also heats up the elephant, and the elephant had just been carrying shit for like days, and it was sick, and it ripped the dude in half.
There's a thing called an elephant hook, and they're hooks specifically used for digging into the back of elephants' ears.
No.
Because that's the softest part of the skin, and it is very torturous and horrible, and that's what they use in a lot of places because it gets the animal to do what they want. So that's most likely what's caused the animal to go apeshit, because if a sharp object was poking me in the back of the ears, I would rip someone in half too. I have no sympathy.
This is a word of warning, Lee.
Yeah, noted.
Yeah, do as I say.
Don't worry. Obviously, many people have pets. Some have snakes, beautiful snakes.
Yay!
One person has a emotional support alligator that cools off in Philadelphia's Love Park.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
Would you have an emotional support alligator, Mike?
Hells yeah.
No.
Well, you're no fun, Mike.
Are you not a fan of the emotional support alligator?
No.
Well, don't worry. The final thing is things from history. The last thing. This is the last story for Weird News this week.
Before we get there,
yes,
I would love to know how the fuck that happened.
With the emotional support alligator?
Yes.
A man who runs a social media documented his loving relationship with Wally the alligator. Several visitors to the park, as well as Wally's owner, posted videos and images of the affable alligator on a leash, greeting visitors and wandering around through the water as it sprayed from a fountain. Apparently, he acquired Wally 6 years ago, and they've been working together for 30... who has worked with alligators for 30 years. Henry has contacted his friend in Florida, blah, blah, blah. In Florida, so-called nuisance alligators must be either euthanized or transferred into captivity, blah, 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 blah.
So they took a nuisance alligator and made it into an emotional support dog.
Yes.
His friend bought a baby alligator when it was just 20 inches long. Yeah.
No.
An emotional support dog that probably eats other emotional support dogs.
Yes.
Okay, so ask me the question again. Would I want an emotional support alligator?
Mike, would you want an emotional support alligator?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll want the final thing. Final news story of the day. One of these things. Obviously.
Yes!
Oh my god, yes!
These are all spotted on aeroplanes, by the way. Emotional support animals. So there's this bad boy.
Didn't,
an emotional anteater.
What's his name? The famous painter that begins with the letter P.
Picasso.
Picasso.
No, Picasso had a pet anteater, yeah.
Yeah, he had a pet anteater. Sorry, that was just random April fact.
Do not fear. Let us see. Would you have this? This turkey has seen some shit. Like, this turkey has clearly seen some shit. Look at that.
That is Ozzy Osbourne in turkey form.
Yeah, that's Ozzy Osbourne after he took the LSD and acid. Honestly.
That's what Ozzy Osbourne saw when he looked in the mirror.
Probably how he perceived himself. Yeah. Oh wow.
Got a kangaroo.
Oh.
I'd happily have a turkey. I don't think I'd take it on a plane. I'd have a kangaroo. Kangaroos are pretty relatively chill.
They're pretty violent though.
Yeah, well, some of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them are. Pig.
Emotional support pigs are amazing.
That kind of makes a lot of
sense. Pigs are also really violent.
Yeah,
they can be.
True.
Boars especially.
What about mini horse? Mike's enjoying this. This is all of Mike's endorphins coming back after hating people.
No, so this is payback. Well, the opposite of the good version of payback for last week.
Yeah. So, would you have a miniature horse?
Yes.
Well, don't worry, Mike. There's another one. There's this monkey.
That it's wearing trousers.
It is wearing trousers. It's also got a little belt.
It's
Obviously, it's realised that the air is coming from there, so it's cooling down from the little aircon.
Please send me this article after.
Okay, sure. We've got a peacock.
Oh wow! How's that getting on the plane?
So here's the thing, right? I looked at how the definition of an emotional support animal can be whatever the fuck you want. I'm going to take an emotional support bomb next time I go on a plane.
Yes. Well, it has to be living. So attach the bomb to a power source, like a hamster running on a wheel. Then you're good.
There we go. Yeah.
If he ever stops running, God knows what'll happen.
We'll reach that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, so we're going for a bridge now.
Exactly. Oh, a duck?
Oh, boy.
Oh, look at him. Oh.
This duck has seen some shit as well.
It really has.
Oh,
The duck's
he's
like,
so
I'm sick of
cute.
fucking going
I
on
love
planes I
ducks.
can fly.
We've got chicken. It looks like it's just hiding in like a Gucci bag or something.
It's a cool bag. They're keeping it cool.
We've got penguin.
Oh.
2 penguins, in fact. And finally, the falcon.
Oh, beautiful.
I love this dude just like, yeah.
You looking at the falcon.
It's got this hat on, like, you know, Abe's Odyssey.
Oh, he has, yeah. Oh.
So these falcons are like really, really common in Dubai because people breed them, and falconry is just really common, and it's like a sign of wealth that all the princes do. Honestly, one of the things I love is when you see the images of them taking them on planes on holiday to race in different places.
Yes.
They literally have to have sheets down across the whole of the plane so that they don't shit everywhere.
Oh yeah, they also have camels as well. There was an emotional support camel, but like it was massive and took up an entire like row. It was huge.
I think we could bring Juno on holiday if we just called her an emotional support snake.
I hope so. That would
honestly,
be amazing.
you totally could. Like people get away with it all the time.
Is there like no certification or anything that
you
like
could
your
literally
animal
do snakes on a plane?
I hope so. Because
quite literally, you could do snakes on a plane.
Next time I go on a plane, I will take my snake with me, and
see how far that gets.
Yeah, see how far it gets.
You could always try and put it on a little leash. Admittedly, I don't know how you'd leash a snake.
What's it going to do? Slither through it?
Yeah, probably.
No, all you do is put her in a tube sock and then put a rubber band at the other end.
There's a snake in here. I see, I understand.
She helps me because I'm sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, it works, you know? Emotional support snake. But yes, that is the end of Weird News this week.
Another one down.
I know. How did you find it? Did you find it fun?
It was amazing as always.
I didn't end it with about 19 IQ points less. It was great.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think I might have enjoyed it more than Mike did, but still.
But yeah, like, Mike, you didn't hate humanity at the end. You almost fell in love with humanity. Well, I guess you fell in love with the animals rather than humanity.
Exactly.
And we learned that I can't do funny things. So
exactly,
all around,
according to Mike.
No.
But yeah, we're gonna. Don't worry, Mike. We're only kidding. But yes, don't worry, Mike. We love you.
I don't know you, but yes.
But yes, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you, Lee, April, and Mike for joining me on Weird News. We will raid over to Lone.
No problem.
But from us, we shall catch you later. Goodbye.
Good night.